What's up? It's your girl Jess Marie, and you are now tuned in to a very exclusive interview with Fucious TV. So y'all be sure check this out and check out my YouTube channel. I'll get into that a little bit more, but stay tuned. Period.
Valid. All of my bitches valid. Black cars valid. Team with it valid. Foreign cars valid. All of my bitches is valid. Team with it, they solid. These bitches so off topic. I see what I want and I cop it. I pull up in foreigns, you niggas is born. I ain't fucking with you lames. You see the red bottoms of Balenciagas, had the shit for the fame. I'm trying to cop me a rave, crib on a lake, bag in a safe. I'ma take over the game, cop a few rings like LeBron.
Who we got on Fucious TV right now?
You have the one and only Jess Marie.
That's what's up. Hey, I've been waiting for this interview for a minute. I've been hearing your song like Valid on 97.5, even in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? So like, what's going on? Talk to people, let the people know about yourself.
Wow, I mean, the year has started off great. As everyone knows, Valid was my very first release of my single. It happened to make it to radio in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and some cities in New York as well. So things that really just set the tone for me, you know. After Valid, I released Pretty Game in August of last year, and now we're just now shooting the video to Pretty Game. But that shit is gonna be fire. We got a few IG models, got some nice foreign whips in that thing, so that'll be dropping real soon. I don't have a date yet, but that's dropping on major platforms. We're gonna break the internet pretty much, so stay tuned for that. But as far as the new year, I mean, I just have so much stuff lined up. Like, I just came back from the Super Bowl weekend in Atlanta. I did a few events out there with my PR. I went to they had an event at Cascade with T.I. and Big Boy. And then the day after that, I had to go to the celebrity basketball game just to network and meet people. It was a pretty dope event. And then I came home. I stopped through Charlotte for a minute, but I came home. We have a lot planned. I've been working on freestyles. I have a new single coming up. You them
shits on Instagram too. On freestyles, we going getting numbers.
My freestyles, I normally post them on Instagram. I haven't posted any lately because I'm trying to brand it in a different way, so you guys can expect not just freestyles but more visuals with that freestyle.
Can we get an exclusive freestyle on this one? Like at the end of the interview?
Yeah, at the end of the interview, I give you guys an exclusive freestyle.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's the first quarter of the year, and I have so much planned. Y'all gonna be seeing my face around a lot. Shout out to the baby, by the way, because I know the baby just signed. And he's a very talented North Carolina artist, so I feel like him alone, he just opened up doors for North Carolina artists. So shout out to everybody that's putting on for the Carolinas, but remember this face though. Okay. Period.
Yeah. You just mentioned the baby. Can we be expecting like a feature from y'all?
I would love to work with the baby. When time permits, I'm pretty sure we can make that happen. Like I said, he is only right because he's putting on for the Carolinas right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I always say, all you need is that one artist from a certain city just to make shit pop. Because I guarantee you, after the baby, you're gonna start seeing so many more North Carolina artists on the map. Look at what Georgia did. I mean, Atlanta to be exact. Atlanta artists, they look out for their people. One get on, and then you start seeing another one popping out of the woodworks, and another one, and another one, and another one. Then Florida started paying attention, and you started seeing more artists coming out of Florida. You have the Kodak. You had Kodak. You had XXXTentacion, Lil Pump. Even, you know, Tokyo Jess. I think she's from Jacksonville, Florida. But yeah, like, you just start seeing more artists pop out the woodwork. So this is setting a great stage for North Carolina. We definitely are next.
Most definitely. Now, you say, where you from? For the people that want to know.
I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina, from the Double R, from 919.
Okay, all right, shout out. What was your upbringing like in coming up in Raleigh, North Carolina? How would you paint a picture of it?
Raleigh is home. I mean, to be real with you, it's basically like a family. You know, everyone knows North Carolina to be like a sports culture, which it is, which is why it's hard for a lot of music artists to get on, because it is a sports culture. But I can say that sports really brought everyone together in the Carolinas, whether it was, you know, the Glaxo games, the shit going on, the Summer League, you know, it was just stuff to do, and house parties and all type of shit. North Carolina was fun. It's a fun place to grow up. But I'd say it's definitely a place where as you get older and you want to pursue your career, you have to venture off.
Yeah, because that's crazy though, because like I be seeing you travel all the time. Like,
I be gone.
Yeah, it seems like you don't really be in Raleigh like that.
Road runner.
Yeah, so.
I really, you know, I be in Raleigh every now and then. I mean, like, I live here, but I'm barely home, of course. But that's what you have to do, because I can't say that just sitting here in North Carolina will make things happen. You have to be, as an artist, you have to get out. You have to travel. You have to go from city to city. You got to pass out your mixtape. You got to go do these shows. You got to go do these music festivals. You got to make your presence felt. You know what I'm saying? And so sitting here in North Carolina, it ain't really going. You got to, you know, broaden your horizon a little bit, and then bring everything back home. Yeah. You know?
Right, so now the Valid, like we were just talking about the Valid video. It's that was your first video you said you ever did.
First video.
And it's a 8. How many views is that?
I haven't even checked it recently.
Yeah.
It's probably, last time I checked it a few months ago, was at like 6,000, almost 7,000. So I'm pretty sure it probably reached about 8K by now. Okay. Which is pretty good, because before Valid, I really had no YouTube, no presence with my YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? It was just like me starting completely from scratch, because when I was doing my freestyles, I was only putting them on Instagram and not putting them on my YouTube channel. So for me to get 8K like that and my subscribers continuously growing, that was major for me. But the interesting thing about the Valid video was that, you know, I styled myself, created, directed everything, put everything together on my own. So that was really, it was something new for me, because like I said, it was my first video. But for it to be my first video, that shit came out amazing.
That's what's up. I mean, how did the people take it? Like, knowing, you know, they probably know you back in the day and shit like that. They used to party with you, but now they see that you rapping and stuff like that. So like, how did the people take it?
You know what's crazy? Like, growing up, a lot of people knew that, people that knew me personally, a lot of them knew, like, I was musically inclined in a way, but I started off singing first. I've been singing since I was little. Okay. So just, you know, at Southeast, after school, after the bell or whatever, I would just hang around the Great Hall and just sing with my friends. You know, it wasn't so much of rapping back then, but I look at it like this. I'm a heavy writer. I used to turn poems into songs, just sitting in my car writing. And one thing about it is, when you're musically inclined and you can write, you can turn a song into anything. So I figured, like, let me just try to spit some bars on, you know, off of a couple 90s beats. Yeah. And then it just went from there, because to be honest with you, I felt like rapping would be a much easier lane to get into the industry opposed to singing. But I'm gonna be mainstream. Yeah. I'm gonna cross over and everything.
That's where the money at, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna be involved in a lot of different genres, not just hip hop and R&B. I'm gonna do some mainstream shit.
You gonna do like fashion too? Are you into that? Like,
yeah. So what's interesting is, before I started exposing my artistry, I had an online boutique. I still do have it. Yeah. But things, you know, slowed down a bit, and I decided to just focus on my music, brand myself with music, and then get back into that. Yeah. But I was going hard for my brand. I got my brand. I mean, I was getting orders because I didn't have a storefront. Everything was online. I built my website from scratch. I'm very hands-on with everything that I do. So I started getting orders from all over the world, to be real with you, and it got crazy. It was coming, but then Fashion Nova came, and boom, like, it was just like, damn, Fashion Nova put like the small businesses, you know what I'm saying, out of business or whatever. But it's ways to get back into it. Once I have myself branded where I need to be, I'm definitely gonna pick my store back up. I love fashion.
Okay, that's what's up now. Now, you know, it's a lot of females doing their thing out here right now, like Cardi B, the City Girls, Cash Doll and all them. And, you know, in their music, they talk a lot about sex, you know what I'm saying? They don't, I feel like the female artists is missing, like the Queen Latifahs, the, who else? I forget Shorty name from New York, but do you feel like it's harder, like, to make it if you're not talking about sex and you're not talking about freaky shit in their songs?
Not exactly. Well, first of all, shout out to all the female artists that's putting on, you know what I'm saying, like just representing, regardless of whatever they rapping about. Yeah. But I don't exactly. For one, sex sells, and it's been that way for years. Yeah. You know, especially women. We use our body and our appearance, you know, to sell our music too. But I don't think that there's something you have to do. It's a choice, of course. But nowadays, the songs that we hearing and the people that's getting on with these crazy ass songs,
overnight success.
I don't think that you have to do it. I just think as long as you have a song with a fire ass beat or some type of catchy hook, and if you promote it the way that it should be promoted, then you in there. Yeah. I don't really think it's about bars no more. I don't really think it's about like that hip hop 90s culture no more.
Yeah, it's a different time.
Definitely a different time in this generation.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah. It's cool though.
Yeah. Now, you know, it's for your male followers, you know what I'm saying? Let the people know, like, are you single or are you?
I am single.
Okay.
Now, this is not no invitation for y'all niggas to be sliding up in my DMs.
Yeah, we're gonna get in that too.
Because I'm single, but I'm very focused. And I got over 100-some DMs I haven't even looked at. If it's not about business, or if it's not like just somebody just, you know, like reaching out or saying, like, if I motivate them or whatever, then I don't really be responding back to guys because it can just get too crazy and I don't have time. Yeah. To be responding. I'm not like Hollywood or no shit like that. You see me out, I'm gonna speak to you, but I just can't read all them DMs. So I'm single, but just leave it where it's at.
So what does it take to get your attention though?
What it takes to get my attention is we definitely have to vibe. Mm-hmm. We definitely have to have a mutual type of bond. Like, this generation is really scary to try to date in now because everything is about clout. Oh yeah. Everything is about the internet now. I've never been like whoever I've talked to or dated over the years, I've never exposed my social media because I don't. To a certain extent, I live in the social media world because of how I have to brand myself with music. But my personal life, I don't put that stuff on there. And our generation now is about cloud chasing and all this type of shit. You really don't know who to take seriously. And if you are not adding to the situation, I can't have you around. Or if we're not on like the same type of level, I can't have you just around me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, your work ethic has to be just as aggressive as mine. Excuse me, not saying if we're not on the same level, but if you gotta have something that you're working on. Yeah, yourself. You have to have something to bring to the table. And if you're not where you want to be, you have to be working as aggressively as I am to get to where you need to be. Because this is not easy. This is a very competitive market. Everyone's doing it now, and I'm working my ass off. It doesn't have to be anybody in the music industry or nothing like that, but whatever you're pursuing in life, you have to show some type of passion for it, and you just can't be no nigga always with their hand out. Yeah, that's just the worst, man. Yeah. Like, even people in my DMs, hey man, repost this, do that. No, and then you have to let them know you work hard as hell for your brand. Yeah. You posted your ass off, you researched, you did your shit to get your followers where you need to be, so you ain't doing shit for free. Yeah. That's what people have to understand. They don't know the sacrifices that people make. Is anything people think, oh, social media, you got your followers. No, that shit came with investments. Yep. You gotta get your camera, you gotta reach out to people, you gotta see who want to be interviewed, then you gotta be with the tea looking up shit and, you know, like posting the tea. Like, that shit is just very time consuming. Yeah, that's real shit though. Mm-hmm. Now what's next for you though? I know you said you about to drop the video. Yeah.
What's next? Dropping more videos this year, like?
Oh, of course. So I'm gonna drop the Pretty Gang video.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do, for each freestyle that I post, I'm about to drop a visual to every freestyle, just so I can, because I need to post more. I need to let my supporters know that this is not just some temporary shit. Like, I'm still working. I'm in the process right now of signing with the label. So once that is all the way put together, I'm gonna release another single. I want to release another single for y'all within like the next 2 weeks, because I haven't released. I know I released the mixtape back in November on my birthday. It's called Pretty Thief, by the way. If you haven't checked that out, be sure to check that out. But yeah, it's called Pretty Thief, and before that I just released 2 singles. But I'm going to give y'all another single within the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
So stay tuned for that.
That's what's up. Now, you want to give me the shout outs before we get out of here?
Yes. First of all, I want to say shout out to my family, friends, my diehard supporters. Shout out to all the DJs that's always playing Jess Marie music, no matter what city and state you're in. You know, shout out to just my supporters for always having my back, and just knowing that they're watching me grow from here to here. You know what I'm saying? And it's good to have that support. So I want to say thank you for that. Thank you to my manager that's always making sacrifices, because one thing about it is, me and my manager, we don't always see eye to eye. And he had to deal with a lot of shit from me. I ain't no easy person to deal with, especially when it comes to my business.
Though.
Exactly.
Like
I'm very hands-on, and so I want to say thank you so much to my manager, Pocket Styles, for always dealing with my shit. Thank you to Jonathan for believing in me. Thank you to the whole Dream House. Thank you to my mom. Like, my mom is very supportive in anything that I do, and she has been so supportive, like, with this whole music stuff, and I'm just so thankful. So I appreciate y'all, and I love y'all. Jess Marie really loves y'all.